Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Last time we did L.A. Zabalba, and it was a pretty lightning fast game. Bunch of sacreds just stomping 4 thrones. No problem. Let's move on. See what we get this time. 165. That is Hleysey Halls of the Drowned. I don't think we've done that one. I think that's the one that alternates their capital between ground and underwater. Let's give it a shot. Let's disable all. Enable merge mod. And let's play. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that works mechanically. If we need to have a lot of water, or I have no idea. But let's play one of these new maps. Let me just check. Which one was the one? Yeah, Book of Legends. I think this is from the same person that made Alwyn. I'm not quite certain about that, but I think it is. It's like the same art style. So we're gonna try Book of Legends. It's a big boy map. 286 land provinces. It says suitable for 15. That would be slightly under 20 provinces, but there is a sea province. Yeah, let's do 15. It's gonna be a big boy. 152. And this is probably MA, but we'll check. There it is. Hleysey Halls of the Drowned. Yeah, we've not played as that. Mighty, 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 mighty. Defensive. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Big boy stuff. Let's do random land except for one random water. That should even it out. Okay. Hleysey is an isle in a desolate Wadden Sea, atop which stands Hleysey, glistening in pure gold. In it, the tables are magically set by themselves, and food and drinks are carried out by invisible hands. The tides around the isle are treacherous, and have proven the demise of many a sailor that does not reach the isle in time. Honoring an ancient vow, the waters return in force biannually, covering the Golden Hall entirely and bringing riches and the dead who found their end at sea. With the disappearance of the Pantocrator, the hall now serves a new master, who plans to take the throne of heaven for himself. Giants and the humans who serve them, alongside spirits of the drowned dead, once employed as servants in its golden light, muster for war against both land dwellers and beings of the deep. So we have divine giants of the sea, humans, and ghosts of the drowned. Javelin men, longbowmen, light and heavy infantry. We get strong water, air, and death, low fire, nature, glamour. We have mediocre priests, and our capital alternates between being a land and water province on turn 3 and 9 of every year. National troops staying in the capital under command of the Golden Bow Commander will be transformed into ghosts. Commanders can become ghosts by entering an underwater tile. Huh. Cold limit +1, death limit +1. Very primitive forts. We have an amphibious scout, stealth 60. Good. Herdsmater. 50 leadership, amphibious, cold 15, poison 25, undead, ethereal, floating, stealth, spirit form, dark vision 100, and sailing. Wild stuff. Ferengi. Can recruit in both land and underwater forts. Not undead, not ethereal, not a ghost. Can become a ghost, though. 100 leadership, amphibious, sailing, bodyguard 2. Bodyguard 2 on a commander. Am I crazy, or does that not mean anything? Scald. Spell Singer Amphibious with Fire Water, then Death Glamour, and then Air Nature. That is a big, shallow mix. A lot of ones. You're gonna have 3 level 1s. Okay. Hafgodi. Although, hold on. 115 for 11 research is really quite strong, though. Hafgodi, 1 air, 1 water, 1 holy, and then air, water, or death. Yeah, much more usable mage in the long run. Okay. Spectral Scald. Same spell, same research, same cost, but it's a ghost instead. Okay. Skipari. 1 water, 1 death, 1 holy, and then air, water, death. Ethereal, amphibious, spirit form, blah, blah, blah. With lamplight. AoE 1 armor piercing cold damage. And paralyze on undead. Yeah, so it's the ghost version of that. Just trades the air for a death, but they have the same possibilities. Well, then I don't know why you'd make this when you can just make the ghost for... Well... Yeah, because you can get air 2 on these guys. You can get death 2 on these guys. And we know how much we like death 2. Snare Jarl. Cap only. Air 2, water 1, glamour 1, holy 1, air, water, glamour. With underwater regen, amphibious, susceptible to shock, fire resist, sailing. 150 leadership, 65 hit points, 19 protection with 6 natural, 15 defense, parry 4 shield. Yeah, this is a thug and a half, boy. You get personal mist form, you get liquid body, you get I don't know how 1 glamour gets mirror image, I believe. There's something with glamour air, although I don't know if it's a buff or not. But then, yeah, 2 glamour, Shroud of Bewilderment. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Susceptible to shock is easy enough to fix with air magic. It's a good thug. We'll probably want to make some of those. Ransdottir. Cap only. 3 water, 2 death, 1 glamour, 2 holy, death glamour. In some ways, even better. You get 3 death, you get invulnerability, and soul vortex. And liquid body. Yeah. Also really quite strong and good. No shield, but again, they both have full gear slots, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know which one I'd pick. Mist form's really damn good. But soul vortex is kind of hard to beat. Yeah. Spectral Scout, an underwater ghost scout. So, we see what all the ghost forms. I don't know if these become ghosts or not. When he descends below the waves, he reveals his true form as a lord of ice and water. That doesn't seem to be shown here, but that's even better. Churl, the lowest of free men. It's a militia, alright. 3 protection, 7 defense with a javelin and a club. Yeah, okay. Vaidmader. 6 protection, 9 defense with a longbow. Range 45, 14 pierce. Pretty good. Bird. 6 protection, 13 defense with a parry 4 shield, 14 damage spear, and formation fighter 2. Nice. Savain. Okay. Cold resist 15, poison 25, undead with ethereal, stealth 40, spirit form, dark vision 100, grip of the dead, 11 attack length 0, 10 armor piercing slash damage, MR check for half damage, and armor piercing fatigue. Pretty good. pretty dang good. Bogmater. Mater. Bogmater. I don't know. This is so the spectral longbow. It becomes magic damage. Is that actually a downgrade? I mean, in some ways it's an upgrade, but against most things, they can get a magic resistance check for half damage. So, kind of a downgrade, but they're ethereal archers, which are damn good. Okay. This mater. Yep. Spectral shield. Parry 3. Spectral hatchet. Spectral throwing axe. Good stuff. Now, the problem is, of course, using these guys with these things. These things have 0 protection, 14 health. Parry 3 shields. They mostly depend on ethereal. This magic damage cuts right through that. Meaning that our own troops then are very, very vulnerable to our own archers. But you could just make archers. Vikinger. So that's the normal version of that guy. 13 protection. 12 defense, parry 4 shield. And hatchet, throwing axe. Yeah, not bad. Not amazing, but not bad. House Carl. 16 protection, 13 hit points, no shield, 9 defense, 24 damage battle axe. And the Hleysey. Sacred. 18 hit points, 11 defense. Spectral axe, 23 magic damage. Yep. With the golden bow. The people who feast here will, once the flood takes them, join the other souls enthralled by the hall. Until then, however, they are well fed and entertained. The hall is held up by great golden bows like this one and can host an unfathomable amount of guests. Organizing the revelers into a capable defensive force, however, is a nigh impossible task. Right, so our commanders can become ghosts by entering any underwater tile. Our troops, however, our troops can only become ghosts by being under command of the Golden Bow, which I kind of doubt we start with. We can also get Hellcarls, Death 1, Glamour 1, Holy 1, or Amphibious, Glamour. Not bad. Herding. Okay, so Sacred Heavy Cav. 19 defense with the parry 4 shield. Light Lance and Javelin with Glamour. Amounts 22 hit points, 17 defense with Glamour. Yeah, okay. Draugs, obviously very good. 19 protection versus Mundane. Chill 3 aura. Broadsword and cold attack. Jotun Draugs. Even better. Beer aura. Okay. Conjuration. Can awaken 4 Draugr for 8 death gems. Or 3 Jotun Draugs for 12. Allies from below. We get 10 of those Hell Herdings. And a Hellcarl commander for 20. Okay. Alteration, we have nothing. Evocation, we get Lamplight Dart, 2 death, 1 water, range 50 plus. 1 target with precision 3 will take 15 armor piercing cold damage, but it will leave behind an AoE 5 lingering cloud of frost mist, level 4. Not bad at all. Light of the Dead is basically the same spell, but 55 damage AoE 1 and a 10 plus area effect cloud. That's a big boy. Whole lot of nothing there. Yeah. Okay. Enchantment. Nothing. Thaumaturgy. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Well, I mean, we'll definitely want to do some thugging, because that'll be fun. We have no idea what the ghost versions of these things are, but I bet they're pretty damn good. Sacreds. We get these things, which it says can only be recruited in the capital, so I guess you can just recruit the ghost versions right away without going through this process, which begs the question of, well, but you could make a lot of these, and then you have a fuck ton of sacreds, which might just be the way to go. Like, if we just make House Carls, we have like 100 of them, and then on turn 3 or turn 9 or something, eventually, we'll have a shit ton of sacreds. It's a fun enough strategy, so let's go for it. What blessing do we want on these things, then? They're spirit form, so I'm not quite sure how that functions with, like, Stygian Flesh, which would be kinda my go-to. Hmm. I don't know. Trying to find out. I'd have to crawl through a lot of stuff. This says invulnerability does work on spirit form, which is good. There's a whole discussion by the guy making Dominions Enhanced on if spirit form should just be removed from the game. But, well, he only got six votes, but 4 of them said no. You know, Discord doesn't... Fuck. Someone asked if hard skin works on him, but then no one ever responded, of course. It's not something I guess you just maybe know off the top of your head. This person says that... Yeah, I mean, it sounds like invulnerability works, so even though the name doesn't sound correct that it should work, I guess Stygian Flesh might. I could Google specifically. Okay, here's the mod. Okay, so here's the mod, the mod inspector. All the spells that have the no illusion tag, so they don't affect illusion or spirit form. Now this has Stygian Reigns on there, which is the battlefield-wide invulnerability, which is kind of a bummer because that would have been pretty awesome for us. Marble Army, you know, Wave Warriors, Iron Skin, all the stuff we'd expect. Moss Body, Enlarge. So yeah, Stygian Reigns is on here, Stygian Flesh is on here. Notably, Invulnerability is not. Or Stygian Skin is on here. Now, I don't think we can view Blesses on the Mod Inspector, unfortunately. I don't know why you can't view Blesses, but I don't think you can. So... Mist Form can work, though. I mean, it's like, it's such a big gamble if it doesn't work. Fuck, we're gonna go for it. I have no idea. It's the fact that Stygian Skin doesn't apply, but it's a bless, so I don't know. I really have no idea. We're gonna give it a try. So, okay, well, what else do we want then? Stygian Skin, Stygian Flesh, probably Undyne. We don't need a heal or anything, just Undyne is always kind of nice. I don't think we're gonna get much more protection out of it. Or much more defensive stuff out of it. Maybe Twist Fate. I mean, we're talking about a pretty hefty bless here. But Twist Fate is 6 Astral. Stygian Flesh is 5 Death. I think that's pretty doable. These are, of course, both Incarnate. So we might want to just go Dormant. And then for Scales, we kind of just want 1 and 1. And then I would say... I mean, we don't need super high Dominion. Hard to say. Could drop the growth for another Bless Point, or another Undying. But I don't think that's going to make that much difference in the long run, so... yeah, something like that. Is Twist Fate worth it? Kind of. Yeah. I mean, Ethereal Twist Fate means that 75% of normal hits are just going to whiff. And then the first one that actually does connect will just get negated anyways. Yeah, I think it increases their overall survivability quite a lot. And with 22 hit points and theoretically 10 protection, I think they'll be pretty hard to kill. And they themselves will be pretty killy. The problem, of course, that I would probably like to rectify is their attack. It's kind of low. Blood Surge would have been nice. But Heroism could sort of stem the tide here instead of Undyne if we go double Heroism. That could help. Alright, let's do that. Burr. There is probably an argument for like a more awake pretender to help expand right at the start before we get all our sacreds, but we'll see. So we have 15 players on this map, which is a big boy. Based on my usual numbers, I'd say we're looking at like 19 thrones. So let's just do an even 20. And we'll stick with the 4 usual number. There it is. So it's sort of like Lucid's Atlas, where the map is like a physical thing on a table. But this one is just so much prettier looking. And I love this touch of like a spilled bottle being this whole lake region that spills over here. And it's so good. This actually connects for some reason all the way up here. Pretty wild. We're like zooming in on this spot here. Connected there. There's like a little planet thing here that is, what, 4 provinces? Very hard to tell what provinces are. That doesn't even show connections. So I don't know what connects them to anything. No idea. And then this extra little section over here. Oh, it's so good. Great map. But it's a big boy, and we're not going to see most of it. We are going to be right here, smack in the middle of it. A lot of plains. Man, that's a really just cool. Look at that. It's great. Fantastic. All right, we got a throne there at least. Sort of cuts that section off from anybody. But we'll want to see this other stuff. We do start with a golden bow. And I didn't see a spell to summon another one, so I think we just get the one. And it can't research or anything, it just sits here. For units, I suppose, we want to just make house Carls, right? They cost 2 less gold to make, 6 less recruitment points. But it's mostly the fact that we can make a lot of them, theoretically. But yes, we could make 4 of these just to have 4 of them. Then for mage... Well, for now... You know, we could make the Scapari or the Herdsmater. No, not the Herdsmater. The Half Goatee. So these cost the same gold, 19 less resources, same commander points. But it's water, death, or water, or air. No, these are sacred or non-sacred. Oh no, they're both sacred. Okay, well then, may as well make one of those. Okay. Not sure what we're doing. For research, we probably do want Draugr. They're pretty good, and the Hell Herding. We're gonna want a lot of death gems, so yeah, let's go Conjuration 4 to start. Oceania already right up in our grill. Not quite connected to us, but very close. So yeah, we want all these non-sacred dudes to be right here. Okay. let's see the results on that. We lost 2 of our normal archers. Well, spectral archers. And 3 of these spectral throwing axe guys. Alright, not bad. Now, as we saw last time, Ethereal does do a lot of work. Definitely want to be friends with Oceania. So I'm pretty sure all of my mages are going to become ghosts. We lost 7 there, and they killed 3, which means that we lost 4 to our magic arrows. That's why we're not making archers. Yeah, we lost all our sacreds. Alright, we got another throne there. We'll probably want to work our way that way. Oceania refused. Why would he do that? What do you have to benefit from such a thing? Okay. And another throne there, but it's right next to Pictal with the fucking Umber Hulks. Where is that bastard? Gugh. Gugh. But if we take Copper Canyons here, we do have a connection on it. And we'd have one on Impassable Mountains. Ho 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 ho. Okay, we gotta work our way that way. Oh, there's also one in Red Waste. We are spoiled for choice. Right, so all my guys are becoming ghost mages. All the time. Because this is... Well, no, not all the time. We must have been underwater for some part of that. Turn 3 or whatever, but I don't know why these guys are not turning ghost. There, Oceania accepted. Good. Okay. The flood returns, submerging all of Hleysey. Okay. They are now sacreds, ready to go. Excellent. So when we're underwater, we... It's weird. Oh, we lose a lot of resources. Oh, there's... Oh, shit. So he actually does not become ethereal or anything. He does lose an air, though. But he gains... kind of annoyingly, Slash Blunt Pierce Resist, which is already pretty obtainable with Liquid Body. But thankfully he's not Spirit Form, although it's Yeah, I mean, I was mostly worried about the spirit form because of the liquid bodies, so I don't know. She gets 4 water, 2 death, 1 glamour, 2 holy, and then death glamour. Yeah, holy shit. We'll be able to do the big ass cold enchantment. Grip of Winter. Yes. We will want to do so. I'm just iffy. Like, this is a lot of... If this was Dominions Enhanced, I'd say sure, but this is a lot of shit. I just don't think it's worth it. Yeah, we could be making temples, I suppose. It's never a bad idea. Also searching, yeah, because we want a lot of death gems. We just went over this. So let's have... Yeah, we'll have you search. No, I was just gonna use Dark Knowledge. That's right. Okay, he'll build temples then. Ow. That hurt. It's taking us a while here to get into position. We're not unstoppable. We found a burial mound. Like that. It's apparently still letting me recruit these because they're in my queue, even though I can't actually click to recruit them. I feel like that's probably a bug, but fuck it, I'll take it. Because we're recruiting, what is this? 3, 6, 9 sacreds a turn right now, and that's pretty nice. Hopefully our god arrives soon. Oh, so shock damage always has a chance of stunning the target. How did I not know that? I know that sometimes there's shock effects that have a stun on it. Shock damage. The chance for stun is 5% plus the percentage of hit points lost from the hit divided by 2. That when it's like, you know, armor negating, shock damage, cap 1. Then it's basically just a flat 5% stun chance. Which isn't that amazing, but when you talk about like hundreds of units or something that have shock damage, it will stun stuff. And then fire can cause the target to catch fire. Cold damage can cause the target to become frozen. Acid may rust the target's weapon or armor. And salt damage apparently can still stun other units. Huh. Interesting. Our god has arrived. Burr. Aaron Burr, the idol of sorcery. He's a beefcake, huh? Nice 20 protection with blunt pierce resist. Curse bestower. Innate spellcaster. He could do some fun stuff, I think. For now, he's of course just going to research, but could summon Draugr soon, although I don't know if that's scaled. Yeah, our resource count is pretty shitty. We should have taken the storms right away as soon as we saw Oceania. It's unfortunate. Alright, after Conjuration 4... we probably want to prep our thugs, because that'll be fun. So we need Alteration. We need Enchantment. Meh. I think we're probably going to make the female. Because she gets Soul Vortex. And Grip of Winter. So we're going Alteration 6, Enchantment 6. Not going to be quick. And then we need Construction. We'll go that. We're going to get a second fort up pretty soon here. I haven't even finished clearing my cap circle. Shame, shame, know your name. But I really want to get my throne connections. Alright, Ethereal, Twist Fate. They do get the protection. Look at that. Stygian Flesh works. I can confirm. Yeah, that is a massive boost to their survivability, except for my own arrows. But still, boom. We have Twist Fate. That's a big survivable bonus for our arrows. I'm still not going to make archers, but good. Alright, we're going to take Frosted Peaks. Just because I'm planning on making a palisade here. But, we want to get down to Copper Canyons, and I'm not going to go further than this. Hell yeah. There's no notification when you come out of the water, I guess. Where are you going? There's crossbow dudes. Okay, it worked out. Look at that. Flawless. Twist Fate was a good choice, I think. Construct. Fortified village. Move. Shadow Militia Fire Snake Dustwalker. Yeah, that's not ideal. Not ideal. There's Pictal, who we definitely want to make friends with. And Ikchal we can be friends with because he is here. He took part of my cap circle for me. He wouldn't have contributed a whole lot, but, I mean, nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. Oh yeah, we could be making Draugr now. Whoops. Right. So yeah, it's 4, 3, or 10. No scaling. Anyone with 2 death. So, yeah, we really don't have many death gems, actually. We're getting +3 a turn, but we're spending a lot on Dark Knowledge, so I'm still gonna wait. Iktal accepted, Ikchal did not. Shame, shame. +2 on that one. It'll happen. It's fine. We dark knowledged everything. Get that. Ikchal, you want to be my friend, please? Please, please. Yeah, I feel like we're making quite a lot of useless mages. It's just kind of the feeling I'm getting here. Okay. Soulless, long dead horsemen, light infantry, heavy infantry. Pride doable. Ictia's light infantry, Ictiad warriors, archers. Probably doable. This is heavy infantry, heavy cavalry. Pride doable. Let's get a fort here. Ikchal, why do you refuse me? Okay. Construct fortified village. Attack here. Fire archers. Build wooden fort. Build temple. Damn right I'm gonna be ready for that. I mean, Allies from Below is pretty good, like, thug package. Draugrs, you get the most per death gem, 4 per 8. So 1 for 2. This is, well, I guess this is also 1 for 2. It's just a much bigger investment. Hard to say. Draugs have 19 protection versus mundane with a fear 5 aura and a chill 3 aura. 24 damage broadswords and parry 4 shield with defense. Like, they're really good. Really just very strong. Jotuns are, however, even better because they have 70 fucking hit points and swing for 32 damage. And have 18 protection. But the Draugs have 40 hit points. That's really pretty impressive. So it's 4 compared to 3. So this is 1 Jotun for 4 compared to 1 for 2. Are the Jotun twice as good as a Draugr? I don't know about that. That's... kind of. They almost have twice as much health. They don't have the fatigue thing, but they hit a hell of a lot harder. All right, we'll go for the regular ones. But I'm a little torn. I'm Natalie Imbruglia right now. I'm so torn. Be my friend, please. We appreciate friendship. Make a temple. Dark knowledge. Not that I expect almost any of this to give me anything. Alright, I can hold another a lot. 240, so I don't really need another commander. Big Chal accepted. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is meant to reset. You know, when we go underwater. Like, this top part resets, right? And this bottom part doesn't for some reason. So you can keep making house... I mean, maybe that's by design. I don't know. Could be. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we could make a fort here. This has a Linnermere. This is the poison one, but I don't think that bothers us. I think we could just take this. Yeah, I was right. Lost 17 sacreds. But that's normally a really annoying fucking throne. If you are not immune. We're gonna send one off to Narisha. And we'll of course put Bigly PD here. Which is our Vikingers and Furds. And Horse Tribe Cav. It's a nice little one. Yeah. I think honestly I should just start making these. Temple of Darkness. One to two Shadow Soldiers, one to two Shades. Sure, let's get a guy over there to do that. Why not? Okay. I mean, at this pace, we really won't even need a thug, which is often the case. Ba, 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 ba. All right. Ah, he took that. Okay, it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. We still have three others. For now. We will want to work on that. But yeah, we will absolutely go to war with him if need be. Alright, I have so much money laying around. May as well save myself some headaches. Fun stuff. Can never get enough of putting in PD. Okay. Arisha accepted. Good. Oh yeah, we're gonna make more mages here. Yeah, I'm debating, like, if I actually want to make it here, or if I want to make it on the throne. This is bigger money, but I think we... Fuck. Can't cross. Alright, fuck it. It's really not a good spot. Probably should take this. A lot of sacreds. Oh, right. We got alteration 6. Holy shit. Alright, enchantment 6. Construction then. We might find a use for some thugs here and there. I don't think we're making any commanders at our capital. Oh no, we are. We are still making the ghost version. Nice. Except it doesn't come out as the ghost version. Interesting. A little bit of a bummer, because I think the ghost version gets an extra 2 research. But whatevs. There you go. Big bada boom stuff. Excellent. Make sure we get these. Oh, here we have even more. Perfect. Jesus. That's a lot of ethereals with Twist Fate and 10 protection. It's pretty good. Fucking Pictal took it. Okay. We're gonna have to go to war with somebody. Alright, let's go take this. Like, let's go take all this. I'm pretty sure we're not going to beat Oceania to the punch, but if we could go over here. Be nice, I just don't think it'll happen. Wasn't I sending a guy here? I definitely was sending a guy here to do some research shit. Or to do summoning of stuff. I don't know what happened with that, but he didn't go. I also didn't get a lab built here, so let's go do that. Let's see how it looks. Boom, baby. Give it to me. Boom. Yeah, 10 protection, 18 hit points, ethereal with twist fates, 23 magic damage axes. Ish pretty good. 200 of them. Can't complain about that. Shades. Ethereal, 10 health, 12 defense with steel strength. Which is 10 armor negating damage. It's pretty good. I mean, they're certainly not as good as our sacreds, but they're free, and we may as well. Shadow Soldiers, 5 hit points, 0 protection, 14 defense, ethereal. The 9 damage, or no damage, paralyze. Okay, it's fine. Again, it's free, so you may as well. Fucking Pictile. Asimar slaves. And yeah, we're doom stacking pretty hard. Mostly because I don't have a level 3... I don't have another level 3 priest. Okay. Good. And research, flipping along fairly nicely. Can't complain too much. I mostly just can complain about our throne situation, which looked very, very promising a long time ago. I just like to watch. Very satisfying. Actually, how are the Draugrs even doing? They have speed 7 compared to 12. They can't really be part of that mob. Yeah, I mean, we do have really good morale, I suppose, so it's not the biggest penalty in the world. They need to be up here or something. Okay, well, it's hard to say where everyone is, but we'll hope for the best. We also have a pretty good amount of death gems now. So why don't we just keep getting some Draugr? Also, just an absurd amount of money. Draugr still got caught in the clutch. No kills. Hits. Okay. Further up. Probably would behoove us actually to move everything further back. But, you know. Okay, good. This is still clear. We have our throne connection there and maybe water connection. If Oceania hasn't been hyper-aggressive. Crazy high pops. I think that's mainly been what's happening with this map. Population is just too high for MA. It's the opposite of the Azeroth problem. I mean, I am on top, but Oceania's not very far behind, and kind of everyone has pretty high income from the looks of it. That chart does not show the 60% increase, from what I understand. Still too far. Well, yeah, because now I gave the Ethereals more time to move up. Okay, Nibelungheim is there. That's theoretically okay, but we gotta go now. We'll try to make peace with Nibelungheim. Yeah, we have a lot of thugs. Probably cool it on that. But I mean, at the same time, they're like, they're 21 research versus like 10, so it's kind of a horse apiece. Nice to just kind of have big mages, I suppose. Who's gonna complain about that? We got all the little mages we want over here. Yeah, now if we had an indie spot for like 2 nature or something, that's a pretty slim chance. No. So that's fire, which honestly we could use a little fire. Little fire earth. We have none of that at all. Yeah, I could see. Why don't we get a lab there? Oh, I guess Scalds do give us a lot of options, too. Maybe we don't need that, then. Alright. Let's make it happen, man. Shouldn't be that tough of a throne. I mean, it's a lot of stuff, but they're all little shit. It is kind of tough with Ethereal Twist Fate strategy. We prefer lesser big shit. And we did prevail. Looks like losses, though. We lost one of the Draugr, who got 5 total kills. 20 sacreds. We got 590 kills. Amazing. Well, I guess it was 660 undead. You're gonna get the kills some way. Okay. Fuck. Well, that represents a bit of a problem. And he took that one. Okay, I think war with Pictal is our best bet, even though I fucking dread it. Because those Umber Hulks are way overtuned. Yeah, ridiculous. And he's got 110 units, mainly Umber Hulks. Ugh, God, I can't bring myself to do that. I will lose. Like, what is their weakness? I guess the fact that they're magic beings. But 18 protection, 40 hit points, with 3 attacks all doing 23 or 25 damage, and the confusing gaze, which causes, as you can imagine, confusion, AoE 1. And it's magic, so yeah, it will just confuse all of my sacreds, and then they get shredded. They're a ridiculous unit. I mean, honestly, I think it's one of the most OP units we've come across. And they're sacred. I mean, just to boot, they're sacred. So, honestly, I'm not sure. I think a better bet, even though I haven't looked at them, is probably Igchal, who do have the Deep Hydras, which are also quite ridiculous, and will also shred my sacreds. But they're cold-blooded, thankfully. So, I think Grip of Winter is going to be a really devastating choice against them. And I can take this and then take this a couple turns later. I think that's our best bet. And we did just get Grip of Winter. We're going to get Construction 5 now, and then Evocation. So I think less thugging here and more just bringing along the big water mages. Drop Falling Fires or something. Nibelungheim, agreed. Excellent. We got the Throne of Chains. Found a Labyrinth of Skulls. This is all coming together. We're going to build a fortified village here. Yeah, so there isn't really much gear that I would care about, since we're not going to be thugging. Hive aiming, maybe, for Falling Frost. I think I said Falling Fires. Falling Frost. Not bad. We want to work quickly, because the war will come from some other direction. Graveyard of the Dam. Oh yeah, we have an insane amount of... We have too many. There's so many sacreds. Okay, our Dominion is pretty good. It's holding strong. Good, 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 good. Yeah, so, oh, okay. Oh, I see. So they're in their other form underwater. The regular, so they switch back and forth. Okay. Yeah, water lens is fine. We could do Robe of the Sea for all of them. We have a lot of water gems. All right, let's make 4 Robes of the Sea. But I could see going construction 7 for the water bracelet. But I don't know. We don't need that much. Now that I think of it, I have a scout on another throne. That hasn't been touched. I wonder if I get a lab here or something. Or here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's gotta reach. So maybe we throw a mage over there. Build a lab. I teleport the big boy onto it. I guess he could do it himself. We didn't get Thaumaturgy 4 yet. I wasn't planning on doing it, but it could save us some time. Pretty good. It's pretty good. We could also get like ice drakes too. But I don't think we need it. Yeah, it's a lot. And we're going to have a lot more. Luckily, all these big chicks can handle like 230. So we're going to wait. Yeah, we're going to wait. I don't know. Time is precious. I'm aware. But if I can just take one throne from Purple Man here, it's a lot faster and easier. Ugh. Delayed me a turn. It would have been faster to send a mage over. Damn it. Damn it, damn it. Okay, do that then. That'll be fine. Narisha declared war. And Pankot is attacking that spot. Narisha declared war. Okay. Viable. Very viable. We're gonna do that. You know, we're opportunistic. So, take advantage of what we can get. Just gonna beef up shit out of our perimeter. Not to give him any inroads here. And, yeah, we're just kind of waiting. Just kind of waiting. Because I want this second batch. And this big batch of sacreds. And actually, probably could late summer, so it's turn. It's turn 6 going into 7. So yes, we're gonna take these two and move them back in. More sacred. I want to flood the fucking map with ethereal sacreds, with Twist Fate. Max Kludge. Okay, now Grip of Winter. That's 2 water gems. That's kind of annoying. Because I don't think there's much that gives water gems that I can make. Other than the water lens. Or Cthulhu's staff. Both at 7. I can't even make Cthulhu's staff because it's not water. Yeah, they have to be frozen hard at 7. So the question is, do we wait for 7 just so I don't have to carry gems, or do we not give a shit? I think we probably don't give a shit. Yeah, I don't think we give a shit. Even though it is pretty close. But Light of the Dead would be pretty good, so let's do that instead. Oh, right. But luckily he can hold a lot of units and take them underwater. Jesus. That's a lot of sacreds. Do I go? Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's a pretty easy one. It's just that I'm going to be kind of stuck there. I don't doubt that I can do it. Let's see. We want to start by casting Grip of Winter. He can't, right. Okay, right. Because we didn't give him water. He's Astral, Death, Glamour. If we empower him in air, he could cast Wailing Winds. It's pretty good, but Rigor Mortis is also quite strong. Let's start with Rigor Mortis. He's got the most astral. He could cast Power of the Spheres. Okay, let's say Power of the Spheres first. Then Rigor Mortis. Let's just put Soul Vortex out there because we're gonna want it. Yeah, as far as actual buffs, he'll apply some stuff, so I'm not too worried. Honestly, I would say Illusory Army might be our best bet compared to Horde of Skeletons, though I don't doubt he could get a lot of skeletons. And I think he will spam that, but let's go Illusory Army twice. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Yep. Let's do it. I mean, we've done this dozens of times, and it works 70% of the time. This is not a tough throne, but there's always the chance of Soul Slay or some bullshit coming out of left field. Or, you know, there's Wyverns suddenly, and it's all shit. Yeah, pretty much worked as I hoped it would. Look at all the fatigue. You're not going nowhere. Man, what a nightmarish fate that is, huh? Yeah, killed 221 of them. Okay, good and good. Flame, you can now build a village here. I mean, he's here, so I don't think we'll really lose any moment soon, but we probably might as well be friends with Penkot. And now we have, yeah, the horde of big frost mommies. I mean, honestly, we could also just take all our 2 death guys to just spam Horde of Skeletons, because it's a classic. Max Kludge. And then I think we were just going to carry Water Gems, so we'll carry Water Gems. Just gonna have 2 of them carry 10. I'm really only using Grip of Winter, and I'm gonna set them to conservative otherwise. Good God. Yeah, it's kind of a lot of Sacreds. Alright, it's also gonna be a slow trip. NAP's wearing off, but we have a lot of... We'll be fine. 1, 2, 3, done. Simple, simple, simple. Assuming we don't lose the other 3. But I can't imagine. Really? Nice. Okay, then we will script. Well, there's the usual script that we know and love and never gets old as long as we play this game, and that's Horde of Skeletons. ×5. Classic. Okay. Yeah, just hold and attack, hold and attack, hold and attack, hold and attack. Some of this, actually most of this is gonna have to be rear. Set it all on rear, it doesn't matter. The one here, this one will be Grip of Winter. Cast spells. The other ones, there isn't much we can do, I don't think. Quickness, maybe? But I think we really just want to, like, shoot out lamplight darts and stuff. We just want max frost. Like a really just painful amount of frost. I mean, falling frost will be used as well, but we want lamplight darts. Make sure you're conservative. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it's gonna be something like that. Something like that. The kludge will be real. Oh yeah, it's not even counting all the skeletons we're gonna have. Okay, something like that. Make it happen. Watch my prophet just get sniped turn 1. And got accepted. Good. It is a lot. Lamplight darts. Perfect. Perfect for the easiest fight possible. Excellent. Okay. On to the Nidian range. Yeah, something like that. Critically damaged. Yeah, fuck. Well, no. I want one big battle, so we'll stay here. But I think we could replace this. We got the upgraded version now. Light of the Dead. Oh, shit. No, that's 3 death. Damn. 3 death. Yeah, none of them will have that. Oh no, some of them should have that. Half of them will have that. Okay. Half of them can cast Light of the Dead. Yeah, good. Alright, good to see that. Okay, okay. We want one big battle with our insane, massive doom stack. It'd be lame to just to fight this little cavalry throne. Been breached. Let's do it. I don't know why he picked this fight. He clearly was not ready for it at all. What an idiot. And we have an army of ethereals that are just walk through the walls while everything freezes to death. Glorious. No, the Wild Hunt, of course. Oh my god. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's some cold, huh? Like being cold? It's fucking 45 damage. Decimate those fire elementals. Walk right through the walls. Oh, beautiful. It wasn't much of a big battle, but it was something. We lost 4 sacreds out of 607 sacred. Yeah, pretty good. I'm gonna go with pretty good. For a fortress battle. Alright, let's finish it. Wyverns. And fire drakes. Uh-oh. Light of the Dead. Group of Winter. Freeze their asses. I don't want to see those fire drakes. Get froze. Get froze. For fatigue. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Ah, that hurts. Ah. There you go. It's terrifying. Lost 1 Draug, 2 Sacreds. Still have 601 more, though, so we're okay. Alright, very good, very strong, can't complain. Nicely done. No, I should have teleported onto that last one just for fun. Damn. Why am I dumb like that? Victory! Battle in the Impassable Mountains. Yep. Bunch of shit. Battle in the high peaks. He attacked us with some archers. Run him over. Battle in the White Forest. So many battles. Independent Cavalry Company. Yeah. Those knights, man, are nasty. Alright, that was it. That was a fun game. That's a fun map. I really like this map. That's a great little map. Damn. I hope this guy's still making maps. I mean, it's crazy big and involved and stuff, but man, what a fucking piece of art, right? You put this on your wall. I mean, not the way it looks right now, of course. I would just like the blank map. I think that would be phenomenal looking. I'm still not quite sure how these work or anything. May have to look up the thing online to see. But yeah, it's phenomenal map. Right, Hleysey. Pretty great, right? I think pretty strong nation. Now Ethereal tends to be much more powerful in single player than it would be in multiplayer because the AI can't really counter anything, and Ethereal is strong when not countered at all. Just like if you have to go up against like one of those Shadow Thrones or something where it's all Ethereal, it can be a little rough for you, or the Kithronic Lions and stuff. It can be rough for you if you don't have a lot of mages or magic weapons or something. Um, so yes, Ethereal's pretty strong in single player, and then you would throw on 18 hit points, 10 protection, twist fate, and 23 magic damage axes. Yeah, it's they're pretty damn good sacreds, and the fact that we could get 600 of them. I mean, 600 of almost any sacred is insane in single player, and will allow you to basically just walk across the map. And then throw in our big ass mages can cast Grip of Winter and the lamp light shit, which was really strong too. Basically anything that wasn't cold immune was fucked, and then anything that wasn't, basically everything was fucked is the answer. Yeah, pretty damn strong. Yeah, fun little mechanic there with humans and then becoming spectrals and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, it does allow you to make dozens and dozens of these other guys and then bring them all in and just get hundreds of sacreds. I it's a sacred nation as far as I'm concerned. Like that's really the way to go. I don't know how much flexibility there is and like how many different types of blesses you'd want to put on those things. I went with what I felt was perhaps the strongest choice. I don't know if it is the strongest choice, but there's a lot of strong choices. You don't need the 10 protection. I guess you don't need the twist fate. Because you could lose more of these and it wouldn't be that big of a deal if you wanted to just make them more impactful. So honestly, just like a working man's bless would also be really strong. You'll definitely lose more to archers than I did, but you'll also kill a lot faster than I did. So yeah, I think that would be solid. Pretty much anything would be really good. It's just a good unit. Um, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to throw any sort of weapon bless on, or a fear aura, or awe, or any, I mean, awe would be pretty big. Unbearable splendor would be pretty nuts. I mean, all sorts of stuff. So I guess it's yeah. I think when I was looking at it, I didn't think about how many I would have. But yeah, you really can get hundreds of them. Because I wasn't even making them here. I could have been making them here too, and this many every turn. I could have been making them here, this many every turn, and just all converging every year for the great bath in the ghostly waters to get hundreds of sacreds. And that's not even counting the Draugr, which were pretty strong in their own right. You know, like that's really a very good unit. So yeah, pretty nuts. Good strong nation, good fun game, great map, all good. But my music's done, so I'm done. My name is Mangg. Game watching has been Dominion 6. See you fine folks next time.